Dave here, Smoky Mountain Nationals, back in Bay 3. How's everybody doing? We took a little break here last week. Um, had a lot of projects going on. Grandkids are back in softball and football, mowing grass. It's been raining, working on the 50, getting ready for the ninth annual AD Nationals in Franklin, Indiana. Really looking forward to that. We're convoying up the morning of the 18th. Um, should be fun. Toting the Scotty. That's looking pretty good. We've been pulling that up and down the road a little bit with the 50, pulling really well. I think I'm going to tweak the electric brake adjustment just a little bit more. Um, 50 pulls it just fine. For a small crate motor, carbureted, didn't seem like we're going to have any problems. So happy there. If you're thinking about a vintage camper to tote to these shows, highly recommend it. Kind of a fun restoration, a little different. It's not a lot of welding, so it was refreshing. Let's just put it that way. So here we are back in Bay 3. Just kind of give you, we got the 37 in here. It's been getting a little bit of love lately. You guys recognize this wall. We'll just stick it over there. Want to thank, you see the new Smoky Mountain Nationals banner over there. I want to thank Rocky Jones, a team member, for donating that to the cause. You see the LMC banner, which is new. Tyler Reyes sent us that. We've had that on display at the show. And you can see I've kind of been collecting. I got some new license plates, steering wheels, hubcaps. You guys end up doing the same thing, and you start collecting stuff. And then all the other stuff behind the camera too, that you see. So here we are. Let's have a little chat. Let's catch up. Things are going good here. Weather's good. We've been up the tally ho, doing a little measuring. We're gonna push some things around. It looks like we're gonna meet our goal of getting 300 to 350 trucks on the grass in that one field. We thought, there was some discussion about, we have both sides now, but we want to have some parking available. We want to have some trailer parking available. So, and everybody likes being on the one side. So we're going to push and shove and tweak it a little bit. Chris is hard at work. Chris McGlashan, hard at work trying to figure out how we're going to get close to 400 there, if we should get that. We do want to maintain, we're maintain that level of the amount of trucks that we can handle here easily. I think, we were close to 250 on the grass this last June. I think we can get 350 if we have to. We're going to manage the field a lot better. We're going to kind of flip it around where there's no bad parking spots. That's one thing. We've really listened and followed the social media. I've had a lot of conversations with a lot of people, and we're going to kind of focus more on making sure there's no bad spots, no truck left behind. We're going to stick to that. Want to thank Jerry Sham for, we're going to use his truck. It's going to be on the shirt. He's been out and about doing some things and kind of followed that truck. That truck is just perfect to represent painted GMCs. That's one of our goals, is to represent every type of vehicle in the hobby. So we're going to be looking close for 2026, seeing what we can kind of get on the front there, on the front of the shirt, and continue to represent the hobby. So everybody feels like they, it's not just the best of show winner or this or that or whatever, that we kind of handpick them because we want to make sure that the hobby is represented effectively and respectfully. So we're there. The team is busy. We're getting real close to 10,000 on the group page. Talked to Stacy a few times here and there. We're just, making sure the right 10,000 people are on the page. always trying to look out for the people that want to take your money. Um, they're taking it to a new level. So, Stacy and the gang, they're really kind of doing the same thing. They're following up on a lot of the people that are requesting membership and stuff like that. So, like I say, getting ready for the 80 Nationals. Started up the 37 the other day. We've been doing a lot of work on the 50. With all the brake controller. I use that Takancha brake controller. I really, really like it. Really easy hookup. I run the Max Air shocks on the back, and I'll have that truck where you guys can see. I did a video on it, but I didn't finish the video out with the brake controller. So I'll have that up in Indiana. A lot of work on the 52, on B52. Maybe some of you have seen it's kind of changing colors, starting to look a little different. I'm telling you, when you're up close to that truck, it feels like it's 12 feet tall. It is just big, a big truck. So we're, tightening nuts and bolts, and I appreciate everyone's help. It's kind of, we've been looking for pieces and parts, and Patrick's doing a great job with that. He is just still smiling ear to ear, and a lot of you remember when he got it over at the Abbey. He still feels the same way about it. He just loves that truck. It's great seeing the father-son, the different generations kind of get into it. Some have their grandfather's trucks. Some have their father's trucks, and they're restoring them and putting them on the road and driving them. That's what it's all about, guys. It's the stories and it's the history, and you got skin in the game. It's the DNA. And that's what we want to try to accomplish here at the Smoky Mountain Nationals is, we say it all the time, less show, more go. Have more opportunities for you guys to swap those stories and look at each other's trucks. When you're at a show, especially a concrete show, you're just trying to stay cool, stay in the shade. You just don't get those stories out. When you have a 3-day event, you make friends, you make brothers, you make sisters, you learn more about one another. Those relationships will last a lot longer than the vehicles do. That's what we're after. That's where we're constantly trying to make our show better and turn it into an event where you're coming for the week and there's not one particular day that matters the most. They all matter. We're hard at work. We've got a great team. Like I say, we're constantly talking. It takes a year to put this event together. It really does. It really does. I'm not joking. You guys that organize shows and events and cruise-ins, you're working on it every day. You're thinking about something. We're very, very fortunate to have a great team, a lot of different ways of thinking, and they live in a lot of different parts of the United States, on the East Coast especially. And that really helps us. It's good to have different viewpoints and cultures and, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So let's talk about 2025. Thursday is going to be kind of the same. We're going to adjust the cruise, the meetup point. We're probably going to leave from the Abbey, do the cruise. I think we're going to go up to the Big Vista this year on the Parkway. Lots of room to park, great opportunities for photos, and then cruise back and then park one time at the Abbey. You guys like hanging out at the Abbey. That was a very, very successful event. I think some of you they had to kick you out because they closed. Friday, all day, big fellowship day. Friday night, crash course cruise. Wow. Just thousands and thousands of views, tons of videos. We did, all the videos did really, really well. Not one particular took off in the hundreds of thousands of views. They all did really well, 20, 30, 40, 50,000 views. Really, really fortunate, very, very thankful. We're going to time it a little bit better to where The actual crash course part is more up towards the Weirs Valley side, where you're you're you have a big vista like from on one side and you're passing cars on the other. That's going to take a little bit of timing. We're going to have to work with our two grand marshals to kind of get that worked out. But there's always ways to make it better. That's what we're always thinking about, making it better all the time. Like I say, took a week or so off. You can see Papa Bear. I'm in grandfather Papa mode right now. Amy's starting her fast pitch travel ball. She's a pitcher. Owen's been kicking field goals for Alcoa Middle School. Practicing there, learning how to do that. He's playing middle linebacker, and I think he's fullback on offense. Loves football. Patrick's hard at work at his job and tweaking on the 52. Jess is working from home and raising that little chatterbox Maylee. So me and Sue are just having a big old time, and a lot of projects going on. The Scotty, and we got some deck stuff we're working on, and life is busy here, and we love it that way. We're always working on projects. I know you guys are too. Rolf and you guys, man, down there, Rolf, what are you doing in your truck? What's going on? I thought it was perfect. I got some pictures and texts from Gary Pop the other day. I don't know, he's doing something. Everybody's tearing down, building up, getting it better, and it's so good to see. Keep posting those pictures. We just love to see them. So remember, let's go right back. September 19, 20. We'll be up in Franklin, Indiana. We're getting ready for the swap meet. Saving up, coming home with something, I'm sure. And then we got our fall cruises. 4 Smoky Mountain National supported, sponsored fall cruises. Tim Burns, can't thank you enough for what you're doing up there in Northeast Ohio. All you folks up in that area, get a hold of Tim. Shay Thomas and Brandon Shirley in Augusta, Michigan area, like southern central. He might say southern, western, southern. I don't know. Michigan, anyways. Get with Brandon and Shay. I think Shay's kind of taking the lead. Brandon's babysitting a lot. We got the one down here in Townsend, Tennessee, and then my man, Russ Fox and Frank McLean, I think they got it going on in Columbia. I think that Darlington cruise is nailed down October 19th. What a special day. 4 sponsored cruises. Can't thank you enough. To go from one year to have 4 this year. That's what we're trying to do. We're building AD Nation. Talking with Brian Stanifer off and on, expecting a great crowd. Brian's making some changes this year that I think everybody's really going to like. You know me, that's my favorite show. I love going there. But we're going to pitch in. We're going to step up. We're going to help a lot this year and make sure that everybody has a good experience. So here we go. Hey to all my buddies out there. TC, what you building right now? Drake, what you building right now? Let's post a few pictures and see. Shout out to Panza. Henry, I am sure you are busy. all you guys that are posting pictures, it's good to see all the ADs that are bringing home the trophies at these open shows. Really good to see. We're just pushing it right out there, baby, right? Go get them. But let them know that, there's an AD Nation, and maybe some of those people need to sell their cars, and we'll help them get into trucks. As we get closer, hey, post some stuff up. You got swap meet stuff. You're going to Indiana, post it up. But anyways, hey, my 15 minutes are up. Hope everybody is having a good week, a good weekend. Get out there and work on your stuff, and we will see you in Franklin, Indiana in mid-September. Dave out.